Auto Ballista.
I'm fond of this level.
Oh, great. But in his own series, no, it was kind of weak. Kind of weak. Full Punisher, hardly. What about that scene right at the end of the Punisher series itself? Yeah, that was, I mean, hey, there was some decent action in the Punisher show, but not enough for a Punisher show. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, Jack.
You know what I'm saying.
I hear you.
You get it. It was all right, but it wasn't what it could be. I don't think it was as intense as the prison sequence. That prison sequence
We'll make a good team.
was beautiful.
I'll take what I can get.
Weak, pathetic, small child. Why will you not let me teach you?
That's what the old man used to say.
But yeah, I'm not digging Luke Cage, and you know what I'm hoping for out of Luke Cage still is at very least I hope like they're working on some decent Misty Knight stuff, and that's what I really liked about season 1 of Luke Cage is kind of Misty Knight being the detective and doing her thing, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Defenders, and most people haven't, so I'm going to be okay spoiling this. Misty Knight gets her arm cut off by a ninja, and so now she's kind of back to work with her arm cut off and trying to find her place as a cop, being a handicapped person, and so there's some decent Misty Knight stuff happening. But what's happening with Luke and what's her name?
In the face.
Rosario Dawson. What's happening with Luke and Rosario Dawson is so forced, and Luke's character is waffling back and forth, and it's not what I want it to be.
Can't always have what you want here. Oh, I'm supposed to do the whole thing? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just waiting for more. It felt like you were taking a breath, but
Okay.
sometimes get what you need. Why is it always waffles? Cause I love waffles. I'm a big fan of waffles. Just not waffling.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Have I seen The Americans? I have not. I've heard it's a good show, though. That's the KGB, like, 80s spy TV show.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be good.
Yes.
It's supposed to be very, very good. I've heard nothing but good things. Like height of the Cold War, there are some
Happy hunting.
embedded Russian spies. And like dealing with being spies, but also trying to like have a normal life. It's supposed to be good.
Normal non-spy life.
A normal non-spy life. That's really just a cover for their spy life, and the balancing act between that. Carrie Russell. Can I say hi to Anita for you so she will believe you? Hi, I guess.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Step right this way, Mr. Orc.
You spaced out. Was Jack talking about Kim Possible? No, I was talking about The Americans. Kim Possible? Was that a show about KGB spies?
Oh, it was, Animated show about a cheerleader James Bond agent.
Oh. I'm sure they're very similar. I'm sure the Americans are just a live-action adaptation.
Kim Possible, she can do anything.
Oh.
Impossible.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it.
They're doing a thing.
Yeah. It sure sounds like they were doing a thing.
Where's it at? Fucker. You little fucker.
This just doesn't seem fair.
Yes, chat. I've seen Ant-Man and Wasp. Rich is not.
I don't give a shit.
It's alright. If you like, do you like the first Ant-Man? Then you'll like this one. It's Paul Rudd. Everybody likes Paul Rudd. It's fine. I wasn't blown away. I wasn't blown away by Ant-Man and Wasp. Also, I wasn't disappointed. So what does that mean?
It's fine. It was fine. Yeah, it's fine. It was what you expected. And that's fine.
Yeah. No more. No less.
Where is it? Jeez, fuck balls.
Jesus. Balls.
It almost got away from me.
This just
That would have
doesn't seem
sucked.
fair.
So it was the kind of, you know, it's like I said, it's fine. It's, you know, rubber fist fight. It's, you know, it ain't the greatest, but it's fine. It's perfectly serviceable. Good jokes. I thought they did a better job handling some of the jokes this time. They had some good bits. Some good jokes.
Good bits and piddles.
Guys, gotta have the bits and piddles.
They'll never see this coming.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I know it's fresh out. God like CLR. I haven't seen the Halloween reboot trailer. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it.
The Halloween 3 boot?
The Halloween reboot.
Third reboot.
The what? It's the third reboot?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
What's his face? Rob Zombie already did his.
Oh, that's right. I didn't see it. I don't care. I don't care about the thing. So.
Why don't you care about Thing?
Because I don't care about Thing.
People like Thing. Why don't you care about Thing?
Oh, people like Thing? Oh shit! Now I have to care about Thing, and I'll make a thing about.
How dare you not care about Thing?
I'll make a
Thing
thing
is the greatest
about the
thing that ever thing.
Yeah. Care, Jack. I can't. You can't make me, and I won't. I can't, and I won't, and you can't make me. Thing.
Done and done.
Jack, you ever reach Image Comics? I've read Image
This'll
Comics.
hurt.
But you never reached for them?
I've never.
Like in a time of great need?
I reached for Image Comics, yet
Who
they
wants
did not
more
reach
traps?
back.
I do.
I've read some Image Comics. I think I've read most of Powers, which, you know, is a decent series. Well, like all Bendis series, starts off really interesting and then just evolves into chaos and despair. Powers started off really interesting, and you know.
What if my characters were miserable all the time?
That's well. It's just like, you know, like it starts off like, what if they're miserable some of the time? Oh, people like that. Okay, well, we'll make them miserable sometimes and winning other times. Oh, well, people seem to like them. Okay, well, how about I make them miserable more? How about more? How about the entire story devolves into utter chaos? So yeah, Powers started off neat, but I mean, there was a lot of good Powers books before it got terrible. So. Numerous Valiant comics in development. Russo brothers attached to one of them. Russo's could probably do a decent Archer and Armstrong.
So much ass kicking.
Russos know how to do action all right and handle comedy in their action, so I bet they could do a decent Archer and Armstrong. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see an Archer. That'd be great. Gapely says, shut up and take my money. What did I say? You had one job. Oh well, you earned it. Great. Great. What? Russos are attached to Quantum and Woody. Oh, and you know, I've never read Quantum and Woody, so.
It's all right.
Yeah? What is it? What is it? What's the premise?
It's just slightly goofy superhero,
Oh, okay.
but not totally wacky.
Yeah, that's Russo brothers then. Slightly goofy, not totally wacky.
More wacky than Russo brothers.
Oh, okay.
Lots of jumping, lots of non-linear storytelling where they jump around in time.
Oh.
Woody is all silly. He's a goofball.
Yeah.
And then his partner, Quantum, is Mr. Serious.
Oh.
We have to take being heroes seriously. Whereas I'm a goof around.
Yeah, they might do a good job with that. I remember they got their start with Arrested Development.
Oh, is that it? Is that really?
Yeah, yeah. So they can handle some just straight up comedy. David, you know, people, I've talked about Legion so many times on this very stream
That you're sick of talking about it.
I just don't know. I don't know if this is a joke or if you legitimately have stepped away the several times I've talked about Legion Season 2. It's not as good as Season 1, but I still enjoyed it. It got decently weird, and I liked the ending. I'm excited for what they're going to do in Season 3. That's it. Arrested Development was great. And that's why in Captain America Civil War, when they're fighting in the airport, there is the blue stair truck in the background.
Good times. Good times.
And that's why in Infinity War, you can see hidden as an Easter egg in there is David Cross as the Blue Man Group guy.
I not know thing.
Ah.
I not know thing.
You not know thing? Yeah, so that's where Russo brothers got their start. Huh. People are also saying they might have done episodes of Community as well, but I didn't watch that, so I didn't know that. I have positive feelings about the first 3 seasons of Arrested Development. Or was it 2? Before they went to Netflix. He blued himself. That's right. The Tobias in the denim shorts, blued himself, is in Infinity War.
A treat for you. Can you ever have too many traps? I'm thinking no.
Okay, so it was the first 3 seasons before they went to Netflix, and yes, they were perfect. The first 3 seasons of Arrested Development were just perfect television.
Nice.
Fuck.
You made the right
I honestly
decision.
don't like the Russos'
You're
action
okay,
directing
you know
after
that?
Winter Soldier. Yeah, they do. It's a fine job. You know what's happening, and unlike a lot of action scenes, like
Don't
that's tough to
waste
say
what
because a
you-
lot of you can't say the same about other people who direct action. You know what's happening. They have a good sense of space, and I think they have a good sense of pacing for their action sequences. Why is my battery running low?
That thing sucks.
Oh, because it's not plugged in. It's just not plugged in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was in charge of the plug.
Well, why is it unplugged?
I don't know. Why did you unplug it? Why did you unplug it, Jack?
Why would you assume that I unplugged it?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Get down below. A little present for you, one for you, and one for you.
Rich, have you watched Glow?
I didn't get into it. I'm assuming you're talking about the Netflix one and not the actual old women's wrestling
The
show.
Netflix Glow.
I watched like part of it with Karen, and then we just kind of stopped.
Ah, okay. You know what? I did the same thing with Lisa.
Yeah.
Because it's made by the same people who did Orange is the New Black. And
Yeah.
Lisa really liked Orange is the New Black. And so I was like, hey, they got a new show. We can watch that together. It's got Allison Brie, I think, is in it. Who I've enjoyed in other things. And hey, let's watch this. And we watched like half of the first episode. And we're like, eh. Yeah. Didn't watch much more of it. Jack doesn't like Community. What else is he wrong about? So many things. I'm wrong about so many things. I saw the first couple of episodes of Community and didn't much get into it. I've heard that a lot, like a lot of shows, if you just keep watching, it gets good. And I come on. Blogga, blogga, blogga.
Blogga, blogga, blogga. Are you running a blog now?
This is my blog about things that I'm not into. Community, Babylon 5. No, what was the Farscape? Venture Brothers.
Jack, why aren't you into everything as much as people are into
I'm
it?
just not into these things. I'm sorry. Blogga, 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 blogga. Rick and Morty, I'm a blogga, blogga.
It'll hurt a lot.
So. Hey, if you can pause it for a second, can you plug in the laptop? Plug it in. Can you plug it in? It's right by your feet.
Kill them all.
Plug it in. Oh, maybe neither. Wait, there's not another plug on that thing? Really?
There's two big power things in there. It's just a little extension cord.
Oh shit, Rich.
I'm gonna unplug that. It's gonna end the fucking stream.
Don't unplug it.
Nobody took care of this.
Okay. Do it. Oh wait, why don't you unplug that light, Rich? Wait, Rich. That light is plugged into that white thing. The white extension cord. So unplug that. And then plug that into that. Yeah. Nope. Nope. There you go. We did it.
Congratulations.
We did it!
Who has battery?
We did it! Hey everybody, we did it!
Let's see how incredibly far you've knocked me off my Orcs Must Die game.
How much longer do you got to go?
2 more levels after this.
Oh shit.
You want to finish it? Or not? What time is it?
We started early.
Yeah, what time is it now?
It's 9:30.
Is it?
So we've been going for 4.5 hours.
I think I could do this by 10.
Okay.
I think I could do this by 10.
All right. Then I can hang
Happy
till 10.
hunting.
I might get another beer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Great.
Oh, wow. Nope. Wrong. Oh my god. Drop a potion. Play.
Traps. Basta! I'm too young to die.
Oh yeah! In your face! Show me the top. I am ready. Show me the top. I said I am ready to say.
Stop doing dumb things.
Only mildly.
Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. Why? 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 Hi, everybody.
Best war mage ever!
Rich said some questionable things while you were away. Whoa. Rich.
That is absolutely not true.
Stop being so controversial.
I did not call you a jackass.
Stop being so...
I did not call you an incompetent jackass.
I mean, that's good. That's good. That would be really
Never see
mean.
this
I
coming.
would. That's why I would not do that.
Hi. Hi, buddy. He did not say those things. Well, good. I'm glad. See here. Joe Kitty says, Jack, maybe you could try to just watch the best or highlights rated episode of a show and see if it grabs you that way. I generally like to watch a show from the beginning, but... Oh.
No! No!
Oh no, Rich!
I gotta restart the stage, I think. No!
Oh no!
Ah, fuck!
How do you...
I
Is
don't.
there like a roll or a double jump or... Oh
I can
no.
do this all day!
I'm so sorry, Rich. That, yes, this is not a save scum. This is a legit restart. Oh no.
That has never happened before.
Hey, congratulations. You just found a new bug.
And
You found a new bug.
pissed about that.
You did it.
Fuck.
Oh. Johnny Rockbone, I did watch HBO's Barry. That's a fine show. Bill Hader as a hitman.
Yeah.
Bill Hader as a
Okay,
professional
here I
hitman who's
cover
contracted
lots
to
of
kill
doors,
someone, and so
We'll make a
in
good
California.
team.
So he tracks him
Don't
down
waste what I've
and finds him in an acting class, and finds out that he actually wants to be an actor.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
It's cute. It's really it's a legitimately good show. Henry Winkler's in it,
Yeah.
who's I mean just great, kills it every episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show. Barry.
Try this on for size.
All right, let's do all of that we'd done again. Ah, I'm pissed about that.
I'm very sorry. Jack can turn 21 on the 9th. What kind of beer do you recommend? I'm drinking some Leinenkugels right now. Kugels is fine. As I've always said, I'm a big IPA person, and so like for me, the hoppier, the drier, the pinier,
This won't hurt.
the more alcohol a beer has, the better. Everybody's tastes are different, though. We were talking earlier about sours. You can find really good sour beer. Those are fun. Those are nice and tart to have, especially on these hot summer days. On these hot summer days, you find yourself a nice Radler, which is like a beer and fruit juice mixture. Those are great.
Sounds like a Batman thing.
The Radler. That's the Radler, and he's extreme.
The Rattler! Hey!
Catch me if you can, Batman, but warning, I'm going on this sick half pipe.
You want to catch me, Batman? You're gonna have to surf the waves!
Actually, the Radler would be a perfect 60s Batman villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, old chum. He just seems too hip and too with it.
Surfing's fine. You wear the proper safety equipment. Always make sure a lifeguard is on duty, Robert.
Dear Rich, any reason for all the shakiness in your camera in the last Best of the Worst?
Not particularly. There was shakiness in both cameras, I thought.
You should like.
We're doing it handheld.
Well, you know, you got that on the monopod.
Yeah.
Usually you're kind of like moving it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless you were going for, I didn't know if you were going for a thing because I haven't watched the episode, so maybe you were going for like a.
Jack, you know, it's okay. I've got Parkinson's.
Oh, congratulations!
Ooh, shiny.
Oh, Parkinson's.
You're terrible, and you should feel terrible.
I do. Let's see here. Dear Jack, did you watch any of the post-credit scenes in Venture Brothers? Usually that's where the episode's comedy clincher happens. I watched both episodes all the way to the end. I actually don't remember any post-credit.
Oh, they always do after credits.
I don't remember them specifically, but I watched both episodes.
A lot of times it's actually pretty important.
Good times. Good times.
I just don't remember.
Excellent. Kill them all.
Kill them all. That's not creepy.
She's encouraging me to kill all of the monsters.
I know, by
Jack.
killing them, you're doing a good job, yeah.
Yes.
Boat night, I'm currently working on beer number 2 for the night, so yes, I'm okay to drive, but thank you for your concern.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Booyah!
Is that why Jack doesn't like Farscape? He watched it in the wrong order? I watched the first few episodes. It just didn't do it for me. I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you all like Farscape.
You don't have to apologize.
I do. I feel, you know... Obviously, I've wronged everyone in a very real way. Sorry to Bother You is not out yet here. I think it comes out this weekend. And I'm very excited to see it. It looks really good. It's this comedy about kind of a telemarketer. And it looks like it's going to have a really interesting visual style. Like every time he makes a phone call, it kind of drops him into that person's house and they talk. It looks very, very interesting. Starring one of the guys who's on Atlanta, who's pretty funny on Atlanta. And looks like it could be like an indie comedy hit. Like the indie comedy to watch this season. Looks good. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, it looks good. Looks really neat. But I think that comes out this weekend here. I don't know if it's out in other places, but...
Picnic time! Right there, that's the spot.
Does Netflix have the
Warning, may
wrong...
cause death.
Oh, yeah, well, Netflix, like, had the wrong order on, like, 2 episodes. It wasn't, like, a whole big thing for Farscape.
Oh, Netflix had the wrong order?
It was like they mixed up, like, 2 episodes.
Huh.
But it wasn't, like, a super important
That's just
deal.
weird.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're back where we were.
Atlanta is interesting. I've seen a couple episodes of Atlanta, and it's all like it's good. It's very slow, and I feel like it's trying for comedy pacing, but it's very slow and deliberate. And I feel like, at least in the first, I've watched like the first 4 episodes, and I feel like it hasn't quite found its footing yet, but it's very close. But it's very like, it's almost Curb Your Enthusiasm, but for rappers. If that makes any sense.
For some reason, that's one of the strangest things I've heard. Curb Your Enthusiasm for rappers.
Yeah, that's what it feels
Alright.
like. That's what Atlanta feels like. And but you know, Curb Your Enthusiasm is just like a straight up comedy, and so like it's paced like a comedy, right?
Yeah.
But Atlanta is a little
almost feel bad for the
slower,
Orcs.
and it's a little more.
Really?
It's a little calmer.
Make sure nobody's dying.
Is anyone on fire? Someone might be on fire.
It's the little one.
Oh.
Can't ignore the little woman.
Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right, back to this ship.
Here we go. Oh God, crazy. I've already forgotten the beer that I'm drinking. I just grabbed a random one out of the fridge. It's an IPA. I think it said Colorado IPA.
Which way now?
Let's see here. Polly. Polly says, genuine question, no judgment.
Yeah.
I noticed Colin and Jim seemed to be perfectly in sync with the format of Best of the Worst this time.
What do you mean? Perfectly in sync.
Even more so than before.
What? Meaning they spoke at the same time? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, hold on. Is it me, or does RLM have a very specific sense of humor now? Also, England is out of the World Cup.
This doesn't bother me at all, and our...
I think there's always...
And our sense of humor just is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like a stylistic choice.
I think nothing's changed, and Jim and Colin have been on the show, but I don't know what this question is, Paul.
If anything, they're just more comfortable.
That could be. That could be.
I'll take what I can get.
And Polly, I haven't seen the episode, so I don't quite know what you're talking about, but I don't think any style has changed, or
Yeah.
comedy or humor or anything, you know. Jim and Colin get it. They know what's up.
I mean, we find similar things funny, but that's kind of why we're friends. More than like Red Letter Media is this type of humor, and here's the memo on the jokes you're going to make.
Yeah, I mean, for any guest, I mean, people know we give them a beat sheet of jokes they can and can't tell, right?
Right.
It's more of like a style chart of our comedy likings, our comedy preferences, and Jim and Colin finally got it this time. It took a lot of coaching, years of coaching. Maximum strats, Rich. That's right. Number 2, Dom DeLuise. Never on man. Number 3, who's Dom DeLuise?
Nothing to say.
Number 3, explaining who Dom DeLuise is to our audience who's too young to know who Dom DeLuise is. Number 4, back to Dom DeLuise.
Did you say too dumb or too young?
Too young.
Okay.
I mean, either or, I suppose. We have Roro Dango. We have a ton of off-limit jokes. Absolutely. Planking. No jokes about planking. There was an accident early on in RLM's history. We don't like to talk about it.
You don't know we have done famous planking jokes.
Have you?
Me in the background, just standing there. A couple times. We've done that more than once.
That's not planking.
If you're just standing still and like leaned up against the wall.
That's not planking.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
What the hell would you call it?
Planking is when you lay down on something.
It's when you act like you're stiff as a board.
No, you have to be laying down flat on something that's not meant to be laid down flat
or
on.
leaned against.
I don't think that's planking to me is horizontal.
Chad.
I'm getting a lot of Jack is right here.
Really?
Yep, planking, you gotta be horizontal.
I thought you just had to be like a board.
You know what? That's twice in one stream that I'm right. I'm just taking it.
I think it's
This is a lot of people agreeing with me.
I flat out do not believe you.
Called Batman and Catwoman. Called I knew what planking is. This is the only thing I'm holding.
Well,
on to.
we both.
That's true. We both. But no, I'm absolutely correct. Oh, well, see, no, now they're trying to make sure I pull myself back, and they're asking me to talk more about the Venture Brothers. So.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I've got this on lockdown, Jack. Literally nothing can go wrong.
Great. I'm very happy that nothing can go wrong.
Absolutely impossible for anything to go wrong.
More planking discussions, please. What was the other popular dumb thing people did around planking time? Owling? Remember owling? Shit. Where you kind of sat like an owl on things. These were real things. Dabbing. Can we talk about the Harlem Shake? Oh, everyone did it. Remember when everyone was making their own Harlem Shake videos? Good on you. People have fun. That's great.
That's right.
Rich, they're asking you to dab.
No.
Okay.
How do you dab?
I know how, but I also have children, so. and let me tell you this: the kids, they will dab at anything. They will dab at the drop of a hat. They're super into dabbing.
Does that Fred do? Range? Eh. Okay, as long as I execute, this level should be pretty easy and hopefully fairly quick.
Okay.
Then after this, the grand finale.
Oh, well, shit. Well, shit. I get it. Jack hates Luke Cage Season 2 because he dabs. I do not dab. My children dab. It's very popular at the school, the dabbing.
I don't think you're speaking English.
You know what else is really popular at the school? Flossing.
Is this my future?
Which is
Flossing. Is that the new hip thing
which
that
is
the kids are doing?
which is a dance move. The floss.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
No,
Super
thanks.
popular.
I'll take what's behind door
All the
number
kids
two.
are flossing their teeth. Only nerds don't
That's gonna
floss
leave
their
a mark.
teeth. Are you a nerd?
Hey, can I get a little help?
What's that? What's that? Gum disease? Get
Embrace
out of
your
here,
inner
loser.
Until later, I suppose.
Dork.
No gingies. For gingivitis.
No gingers.
Step right this way, Mr. Orc.
Loser.
Ugh.
Whoa.
Lost your mouse?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Does not want me to finish it. I need a mouse.
Yeah, usually. Usually you need mouses. I'm sorry, Jack Trigger Joyce. I cannot teach you how to Dougie because I don't know how to Dougie.
They're breaking through.
Not sure what Dougieing is. Whoa.
Holy fuck.
You're doing great.
That should have gone worse than it did.
Oh, that's a terrible way to start. Let's see here. Pally says, sorry about the previous question. Didn't mean to be condescending. No, Pally, we were more confused.
Yeah.
We didn't think you were being condescending. We just didn't understand what you were saying. All the best. Got married 3 months ago. Wife and I are planning on having kids in the next year and moving to a new house this weekend. How do I convince her that getting a Switch is a good idea?
I know that you do.
You might not. And you might just have to say, it's something I'll enjoy.
Say, I have needs too.
You know, right.
Also stabbed.
It's something that I'll enjoy, and you know, it's important.
Get down there.
What's really important before you have kids is to get a little you time in, because once you have kids, you won't have much of that.
All right. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Decisive. I like that.
Titan Sad says, did you guys hear that Len Kapuscinski is making his next film with Leo Fong?
I heard.
Yes, Challenge of the Five Gauntlets is Len's new film.
Challenge of the Super Friends.
What?
No. It was the old Super Friends show. One of them was Challenge of... or was it Challenge of the DC Superheroes? They changed the name at some point of the Super Friends. It was Challenge of something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very well, then.
The Adventures of the Super Friends. The Adventures of the Super-Powered Fraternal Brotherhood. This doesn't roll off the tongue.
No. Well, this was later in the show's run when it was like the 80s and the Super Friends weren't cool anymore.
Super Friends is a super lame name.
Yeah, yeah.
Jack,
It was Challenge of the Super Friends. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Do my kids get to watch prereq? They catch me editing sometimes, and they want to watch. And they always get really upset when I stop the episode because I haven't edited that part yet. It's just like a video of an unedited video of me or Rich with a wide shot.
You have to explain that doesn't exist.
Like I need to make it first, so we can't watch that because and then they're like, no, we just want to hear you talk. It's like you hear me talk all the time. Like they just, you know, I mean, it's just screens. They love watching shows, and so. But like, you know, let me make the show, and then I'll let you. Then you can watch it. You know. So yeah, I mean, they've seen prereq. I don't let them watch prereq live because lots of cussing. Who knows what we're going to talk about?
Yeah.
But yeah, they watch the show every once in a while. They think some bits are funny. I run some bits by them.
You run it by your children.
Oh yeah, run it by the children. Is this good? Is this good enough for a 10-year-old? All right, good enough for me. I mean, that's always been important to me with my kids, is making sure like kind of they know how the movies are made, and so they never get super freaked out by a movie because it's all fake here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at here's how this is made.
That used to be a lot more fun. Now it's just they use computers.
You know, you're right. But I can do some of that computer stuff, so I show them that too. Like, hey, you guys want to make something? We'll make something. I'll show you how to do it on the computer.
And then they use their computers.
Oh, that's really true.
Yeah, I remember when making of this or that movie used to be really interesting to watch. That's done. Those are days long gone by.
For the most part, yeah. See that part in the credits where 800 names scroll by in 2 seconds? That's who made all the fun stuff.
All right, how about some gross overkill?
Ooh, those look fun.
They kind of are.
Do my kids? Yeah, my kids play video games. They play all sorts of, you know, they play some garbage video games and some good video games. Yeah, good kids. A lot of iPad games. Minecraft. They like we have a Lego Batman game that they enjoy. They were really into Mario Kart for a while. Yeah, they play a lot.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All sorts of games. They go through. I mean, like I'm sure, like every kid, they go through like stages of obsessions with games, where it's like this is the only game they care about. No other games matter. Like right now, they're obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. And they've never played Five Nights at Freddy's.
Just the culture. They know it.
They know it. I think they were at a friend's house, and the friend was watching like Let's Play YouTube videos of Five Nights at Freddy's, and they saw that, and they know somehow they know everything about Five Nights at Freddy's, but they have never played it. I don't get it. They asked me like, "Can we play it?" I said, "Huh?" Because, yeah, that's what I said. Oh yeah, I have them if you want to play them. I guess you can play them. Really, we could play them? Yeah. Kids games. I remember you and I playing them, and they're like, yeah, they're meant for children. That's about it.
This'll hurt.
I tried Kings of Dragon Pass. I have not. Storm Templar, all kids have shit taste. That's not mine. I think that's all kids. There might have been an argument for kids not having shit taste back in the day just because we didn't have options. Like, all we had was Mario. Now there's too many options.
Now you like me now.
Jack, there's a very visible fan base of Five Nights at Freddy that's just porn. Keep it close eyes. Oh, I have all the parental controls on all the iPads, yes.
I kinda rule.
I'm a parent who is comfortable with technology. What the hell is that?
What?
What is that thing?
Oh, those are mind control spores.
Oh,
That little guy's working for me now.
oh great.
He sucks though. I don't want to.
Oh,
I don't want them working for me because they suck.
oh. You want him working
Yes,
for
I
you?
do.
Yeah, one of the nice thing about being a parent who is technologically savvy is I know how to do all the parental work things. It's great. Jack, you hear that AT&T wants to fuck with HBO by forcing them to up their output? You know. I don't care.
You have better things to worry about?
I don't care. What are you worried about? What? Oh no, they might make another show I like? I don't understand what the concern is here. Shitty shows on HBO. Netflix is trying to be the next
Run!
Disney. They're going to own everything someday. No. I don't know if that's necessarily true, Jack. To be honest. Jack's not afraid of conglomeration because he is a media hack. What's conglomeration?
Giant corporation.
I'm definitely afraid of conglomeration. I think we should all be very afraid at Disney buying everything. Disney having absolute control over all the intellectual property. That's something we should definitely be concerned about. I'm not incredibly worried about it because there will always be people making things. And our avenues for watching the things that people make are now larger than ever.
What do I need? What do I need?
This is a question just for you.
I know it is. I know it is. I think I need that.
But so yeah, we should be concerned about one business owning all of the intellectual property, but I don't think that will ever happen because there will always be people making weird shit that Disney won't buy. And our opportunity to get that shit is greater and greater. So I think though there's going to be ebbs and flows. There we go. Until YouTube demonetizes them, right? Well, then they'll go to Vimeo, or they'll go to another service, or they'll publish their own stuff. Everything will be fine. I'm not incredibly worried about it. See, that Hunchback Jack is something I'm more concerned about. I'm less concerned about Uber media conglomerization than I am about the loss of net neutrality. That is something that will affect everyone. And us as consumers. That is something we should be actually concerned about right now.
Without the rifts, there's no magic anymore. On either side. Did the Order mages
Look at this fucking map.
They must have.
I'm surrounded by 8 entrances for guys to run around. I got these little corridors. This one's a bitch.
Nice.
This one's a real bitch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was getting bored. You're okay, you know that?
Jack is against copyright. That means he's against... What? I know you're trying to tell a joke, but I don't get the joke. It doesn't matter.
A little present for you. Step right this way, Mr. Orc.
Burn an orc for me.
I'm most worried about Amazon buying everything. You know, they're a competitor now. They're a competitor.
I think I fucked up. I should have brought the fire ring, but we'll see what happens. we'll see.
I like how you say that before there's any enemies on screen. That's how well you know the game. I'm pretty sure I've messed up before I've even started. Good night, beer corn. Tired said, yes, we did. We talked about Far Cry. Which is Amazon, yes. And Amazon has done some good things by us Twitch streamers. Like, for example, if you're a Twitch Prime member, you get to subscribe to one streamer for free as part of your Twitch Prime subscription. The streamer gets a little bit of money.
You're not a whore.
Never not a whore. What I'm saying is that's a positive aspect. And actually, Twitch has forced some changes over on the YouTube side of things. For YouTube creators, they've started to implement something like monthly subscriptions and the ability to tip on YouTube because they saw the positive influence on creators over here on Twitch. And that's a positive benefit of the competition between Twitch and YouTube. So there has been some positivity there.
Which way? Careful.
Holy fuck!
What happened?
It came really goddamn close to me. That was really goddamn close.
I'm sorry.
No, everything's fine.
Oh, great, great.
Some new decorations.
Oh yeah, in The Force Awakens, I do know how Amazon treats their employees.
Something for your face.
I do know how Amazon is able to be so successful by treating their employees
Try this
terribly.
on.
Absolutely. I was just talking about on the streaming, on the video front.
Sweet.
But no, Amazon is nothing but the new Walmart, exploiting their employees to sell things for cheap, so they get an edge in the marketplace. Really good for consumers, less good for employees.
Yes.
And in Seattle, they have free bananas? Is that a good thing? Free bananas? Jack secretly admires Amazon, I think. I shop at Amazon a lot because they have cheap crap.
What does it mean?
I'm gonna barf.
Ah, let's see here. What say you? Says, just rewatched Starship Troopers. Am I wrong, or is that a massively underrated film?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's dumb, but it's hugely entertaining and has a message. Basically, a lesser Robo-Cop. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic all the time. Starship Troopers. Everyone knows that.
Orc, the other white meat.
It's not even dumb though. It does a really good job of pretending it's dumb.
Last thing you'll ever see.
In fact, Starship Troopers might do too good a job pretending it's dumb because a lot of people missed the fact that it's pretending to be dumb.
It's an interesting way to put it.
Am I incorrect?
No, I'm just saying that's an interesting way to put it.
No. It's no, Starship Troopers is great. It's a fantastic satire. Possibly too smart for its own good.
That people don't understand is a satire.
That's the problem. That's the problem. It does too good of a job being action schlock. A satire of what? Of propaganda. Of action movies.
It's saying America is fascist.
Yes. It's a commentary on colonialism in general, not just American colonialism. It's a satire on white dudes. How about that? Blip.
Yeah, you saw him get sucked in.
Blip.
Kill them all.
That's why every older person in the movie is horribly disfigured. Yes! Because they sacrifice themselves.
Yes!
And sacrifice is
Be
good.
hunting.
But don't worry about those old people. Here's young people. Fucking. Because that's what happens in the army. You do good. Do good things. Only good things. Don't worry about the bugs or why the bugs are there or what the bugs are doing. The bugs aren't people. They're afraid of us, you see. Yeah, you can only become citizens through service. Savor, yes. Savor says it's a satire on nationalism, which is another great way to put it. Yeah. Hyper-patriotism. Do you want to know more? Tartufo, Rich,
Yeah.
was doing some research into the Steam GOG thing, because we talked about that a lot. Steam versus
Yeah.
Steam apparently, should it ever go down, would operate in an offline mode. Hold on.
So they say.
So you can forever play the games you've purchased.
So they say. So they say. The current I trust the current management. The problem is, the current management of Steam isn't always going to be the current management of Steam.
Mm-hmm.
What a mess.
Under the lines, I hear a lot of it's a satire, but rarely an example of how it follows through with the satirical elements. The satirical elements are the over-the-top violence and nationalism. And it's tough because it's also like a fun-to-watch action movie.
Is it sarcasm that's too subtle?
Satire that's too subtle.
Sure.
Or so over-the-top that it's gone back around to not be subtle. That could be. But I think, like the things we were talking about earlier, the fact that, you know, all the old people are horribly disfigured, that's a satirical element.
Something for your face.
You know, the fact that all the main characters are young, beautiful people who constantly hook up and do amazing things is a satirical element. Because that's like part of the propaganda piece. You know, join the national service. Look at all these young, beautiful people joining the service, making sacrifices.
Alright.
We did it. We did it.
I'm doing quite well.
Oh, great. Those things are fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun trap. Titan Sad says Showgirls and Basic Instinct might also be other Paul Verhoeven movies that may be too well done as bad movies and maybe genuine satires on mainstream Hollywood skin flicks.
Actually do it.
I could see that argument being made for Basic Instinct. Like, Basic Instinct is just too good to be seen as a satire. But I think anyone watching Showgirls knows that that's clearly poking fun.
That's a lot of thinking. My head hurts. Clean up on aisle 3, Troy.
For me, bro. I forget. Why are we here?
On now, bitch.
Rich,
What?
have you ever asked why you're killing orcs?
Because they want to kill humanity?
Did you ever question your orders? Or did he just say, yes, sir, I'll build the orc traps?
Yeah, that's kind of what I did.
Did you ever look into what happens when the orcs go through the portal? Do they hurt anyone? You ever think about that? Maybe that portal is their portal to freedom, right?
Wow, deep.
Yeah. And really, you're the monster.
Always have been.
You're the... You'd be okay with that too? Like, yeah, and I'm just killing him.
A barricade is down. A barricade destroyed a barricade. They've destroyed a barricade.
Yeah, sorry to blow everyone's mind here. But Rich might be the real monster.
Some new decorations.
I won't let you do it. I won't.
I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, I accidentally got an open. Nice.
Good. Evil Lord David says, hey guys, David jumping in. I finally decided to stop procrastinating and learn how to drive. Do either of you have any tips for a new driver? Or things that you wish you would have known when you were starting out?
No.
Thank you, you're both handsome.
No, that's not true.
You're just
Now you're just a fucking liar. Some of our audience are pretty young. I know we're old men.
We're very old men. No, I don't. Go slow.
Just for you.
Make sure your mirrors can properly see in the lane next to you. I saw this thing online years ago, Mitch,
Yeah.
about how to properly position your side view mirrors on your car. And it's way wider than
Oh
you
shit, this is the last wave.
Oh shit.
Hold on, I'm almost done.
Oh, great. And I think most people position their side view mirrors to kind of see the edge of their car. And if you spread out your side view mirrors to see it to the lane next to you, not the edge of your car.
Done.
Perfect. Great job.
Except for that one. Except for that fucking one. God damn it.
Only one orc got through. Right?
It's all right.
Only one orc.
You know,
got
it's all right.
through. Yeah.
Every war mage in the Order knew, of course, to stop the Horde forever.
And there's
the
other times that we
rifts
started.
must be closed.
No, that's fine.
It's a
Everything's fine.
simple
Everything's
thing.
fine.
Step back through and
Everything's fine.
seal all the rifts behind him with a gesture and a thought. A spell even the most
It's a wacky game with a
dim-witted of us
bittersweet
would
ending.
manage. When the rifts close,
You're the last war mage
magic
alive,
dies.
and you stop the orc invasion
Of
by
course, that
basically
means
closing
no
all of the
more
magic portals.
mind-controlled
But that
orcs
ends
and
all
ogres.
magic in the world.
Oh.
But it also
Yeah.
means no more fortresses.
So no more
strengthened by
healing
magic.
medicine.
No more
No more
summoned
magic to
rain
make the
clouds
crops
when
grow.
The droughts come. No more village spells to help.
But also no
heal.
orcs.
But no orcs eating everyone.
Murdering everyone. So really, you'll need less healing spells.
But our world
Anyway, so it
changes
kind of
too,
works out.
and not necessarily for the better.
I love
It
this
took
game.
courage to make that choice.
Sometimes Rich, you just gotta
Courage
play a
that
game that
only
you like.
one member of
that's
the
fine.
Order had in the end. Either courage or a particular brand of stubborn stupidity.
And then you'll like the nightmare.
Oh,
difficulty.
hey.
I'm not doing that.
By the way, you're number one amongst your friends.
Yeah.
Just saying. anyone who's Rich's friends on Steam, step up your game.
There's people in the other difficulties who are better than me.
Ah, okay.
But look at that one. Look at that one. I'm bottom on that one.
Oh, there you go.
I don't play for high score. I play for killing all the orcs.
One got away.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well.
What do we got here? We got this Tired and Sad says, speaking of Paul Verhoeven, Neil Blomkamp is rebooting RoboCop. Yep. The producers, who are also the original film screenwriters, are saying it will be a continuation of the original film, which is just fucking code for a soft reboot and reference galore. It could be. Might be good. I don't know. Len Flaxinski says, showed my mom the movie Logan. She said it was her favorite movie since Mad Max Fury Road. Rich, you should give Logan a chance.
I know.
I've no...
I don't care enough about Wolverine or the X-Men, so I didn't see it in the first place, you know,
Right.
for that reason. And I don't know, I never got around to it. And look, I'm not seeing it before I see Ragnarok.
Yeah, you should probably see
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
I almost did when I was at my brother's, but the women folk didn't want to watch it.
Did you show them shirtless Chris Hemsworth? I can't, like, just, hey, look who's in this. And they go, oh, okay. I've never read a comic, says Len Flaxinski, and loved it. Jack clearly fell asleep through half the movie and missed Logan's clear character arc. You know what? Actually, I think, Rich, you might like Logan.
Yeah.
As someone who is a fan of the X-Men,
Yeah.
I did not like Logan.
Yeah, but I think everyone else who was an X-Men fan also liked Logan.
That's possible. I don't know anymore. Maybe I was just in a bad mood when I watched it. You know,
Everything's going to be fine.
everything's going to be fine. Wildlife Industries says, hey, guys, my direct deposit just went through, so that means I get some IPA, and you guys get $2. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Wildlife Industries. And Gruff McMilitary says, a big piece of Starship Troopers satire, I feel, comes for people who have served in the military. Not saying that non-veterans don't get it, just that for veterans, there's even more of a barbed message, training, deliberate sense of false invincibility,
Okay.
etc. That's a good perspective, Gruff McMilitary. If we are to assume that the name McMilitary means you were in the military.
Holy shit, Rich hasn't seen Logan? Well, as somebody who hasn't been in a comic book shop in now officially 10 years.
Yeah.
I go out and religiously watch every comic book movie.
Like, not only have you not been in a comic book shop in a decade,
Yeah.
you are not particularly a fan of the X-Men.
Not really. I mean, I don't hate them. Like, oh, stupid. I just, yeah.
Oh, right, but you've been very vocal about how you're not into the X-Men.
Yeah.
So you're not, or you're saying you're not busting down the doors to see
There's-
every X-Men movie?
The X-Men is just too daunting. There's just too fucking many of them.
Yeah, it's an ensemble. It's an ensemble.
I can understand why when you're in,
Yeah.
there's a lot of rich lore.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No,
just someone looking from the outside,
Yeah.
that looks dense.
Yeah, well, that's what's great about it is, you know, you take a couple issues and you just go off with two little characters. They do their thing, they come back, and then you go to next characters and how people interact with each other. It's great. It's great. It's all great. Okay, now is the point in the stream in which we thank all of you lovely people who have subscribed to us during this very stream. Much like Vandrinth for 26 fucking months in a row, who says insert reference here.
Rebel of old.
Encephalopathetic for 22 months in a row.
me for 27 fucking months in a row.
I Last 1984's for 37 motherfucking months in a row. I got confused.
I know. I
I got confused already.
I know. I Last 1984. Oh, you just did that one. I was okay. Wolvington 123.
Slicer Gang, who says, thanks for all the great streams, you hack frauds.
Jareth Jaros says, here's many more months of Rich's boobery. Thank you.
Calron 27, who says, Rich, video game original soundtracks on vinyl are the shit. I'm older than you and enjoy vinyl for non-hipster reasons.
All right.
I have FTL on vinyl. It's amazing. Jack, you're into D&D now. Look for Star Frontiers. It's a sci-fi game from TSR that's just great.
I've seen footage on the YouTubes of music and audio quality aficionados, you know, in like the 80s, talking about how much of a bump up CDs were. And now people are saying vinyl's better. I don't get it, Jack.
It's you know what
I don't get it.
It has to do with compression.
Okay.
Rich.
Okay.
You see CDs, man, they're compressed.
I get the nostalgia
Yeah.
of just having it for like a collection. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Nice big piece of artwork too, and that vinyl sleeve. I have heard some dickheads, and I can only assume they're dickheads because they're talking about vinyl, insist that a vinyl legitimately does sound better because to get the same song on a CD, you do have to digitally compress it, and then of course you're running a digital signal over an analog signal. I've heard dickheads swear that it does sound better. I don't know if I can tell a difference, but
Okay.
yeah. That's the thing. Like,
I don't really have a dog in this race.
no, neither do I.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neither do I. I have no record player. I don't necessarily care about like the music sounds fine to me. All the music sounds fine to me.
Vinyl has a very distinct sound quality to it. Yeah, that's the scratchiness and the static. That's it's like when they put a grain filter on in a video game.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it when it
Looks like an old movie,
and it drops a couple frames and warps. That's great. Looks great.
All right, Creepy G23.
Hideous 07.
You have to do this next one too. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! I've got to get back into the mood. Then this isn't it. This is it right here. Oh, I think when I usually do it, I lean forward, and I think it's really important when you do this impression. You let the side of your mouth kind of go to your inside to your neck, and I think that helps with the impression. Okay, so Godfather 42 has subscribed to us for 42 motherfucking months in a row, and he says the latest RLM videos have been even better than usual. So keep up the great work.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
I almost got confused with the next one because that's also 42 months in a row. Humberto Cabbage Patch for 42 motherfucking months in a row. This is 42. Never actually read Hitchhikers. Should I? Oh, I love Hitchhikers. The question is, do you read it or do you track down the radio plays? Here's the thing. The radio, like, story-wise, there's a whole shit ton of differences.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of radio bits from the radio broadcast that just never made it into the books. There's things that happen in the books for different reasons than they did in the radio play. There are characters in the radio versions that don't exist in the books.
So here's what you do.
Yeah,
Read the book first, then listen to the radio play.
possibly.
Yeah.
At least the first book. First book's great.
Yeah.
First two are really good. I hate the third. I absolutely hate the third. I love the fourth book. Nobody else does.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who likes the fourth book.
Which one was the fourth one?
The down to earth one, where he goes back to a new Earth that has magically shown up, and he tries to live a normal life after all of the weirdness he's experienced. And it's got the less bizarre shit in it.
Sure.
And I just like the change of pace. It's a neat take.
Okay. All right. I mean,
And then the fifth one's bad too.
I think I think at very least the first one is definitely worth a read. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How come Dirk Gently's a TV show, not Hitchhikers? Hitchhiker would be a better TV show than a movie.
It would be. To be fair, Dirk Gently was a bad TV show.
Okay.
Why? But why was it a TV show?
No, I mean, why can't we get a new?
That's what I'm trying to think.
Hitchhikers
I'm
TV
trying to
show?
think of a real answer to give you.
Yeah.
Because one was already a movie, and so downgrading it to a TV show.
The movie sucked.
The movie did suck, but it's still a downgrade.
Yeah.
People in the business still consider TV less than movies.
Okay.
Even though that's absolutely not true
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
People in the business still see that. And so like, oh no, like anyone who owns that property, whoever owns the film rights to Hitchhikers, don't want to downgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever owned Dirk Gently rights, no one was, what were people doing with Dirk Gently? Nothing. So
Yeah.
it was probably easier to obtain those rights, which is why we got a Dirk Gently show.
But yeah, I totally love Hitchhikers.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, season 1 of Dirk Gently was kind of all right. Season 2 was hot garbage. And even season 1 was barely passable because Elijah Wood is good.
And for the finish your thought.
And neither hold a candle to Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, the book. They both get it so wrong. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
We're just for the person who asked the chat. The book we're talking about, because they might have missed it.
Yes.
Is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Followed by Restaurant at the End of the Universe.
Yes.
What was the third one?
Oh, God, I don't remember.
What was the third? Life, the Universe, and Everything was the third one.
They have so many names, Rich.
Yeah.
They have so many names.
And written by Douglas Adams, the same man who wrote the books for Dirk Gently.
Yes. And you know what? Much like the Hitchhiker's book, really, only the first Dirk Gently's good.
Yeah, the second book for Hitchhikers is good. Restaurant at the End of the Universe is good.
It blurs, man. It all blurs together.
Well, because Hitchhikers isn't really about like telling one solid tale. It's
Right.
just a number of different bits with some kind of vague story tying it all together. But really, here's a funny idea. Here's a funny idea. Here's a funny idea.
Right.
So that's why it blurs. The structure isn't like, here's the beginning, middle, and end. It's like, here's a thing that happens. Here's a weird thing that happens.
Yeah.
Then this happens. But it's all amusing.
But Jack, didn't you like...
Because it was adapted from a series of radio plays, which were literally every episode. Here's a story, here's a story, here's a story.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Absolutely. It's all crap. Everything's crap. The second Dirk Gently book is strange but fine. It's...
Hitchhiker's Guide is like Robot Chicken. Yes, but with a lot of the same characters tying everything together. Now they're on this planet, and there's a weird thing that happens on this planet. And now they go to this section of space, and there's a weird thing that happens in this section of the space.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have a segue where the book narrates chapter from the Hitchhiker's Guide, the book within the book, has a thing to say about something that's not really related. It's kind of like Monty Python in space.
Ooh, that's a good way to
Yeah.
put it. Yeah. Yeah. What's the history of Earth? Or the history of the world part? No, that's Mel Brooks.
Yeah. Life. Wait.
Not Life
Now
of
for
Brian.
something completely different.
Is that the movie that was a bunch of little vignettes?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, it was like the TV show, but as a movie. But because the TV show was just like a sketches.
Right, right.
It was Now for something completely different.
No, The Meaning of Life. Pirate X Corps. Did you ever see The Meaning of Life? Monty Python's The Meaning of Life?
Yeah.
That's the movie I'm thinking of. Where it's a bunch of vignettes.
Which one was Now for something completely different?
That might have just been like a best of the show.
Might it? Okay.
That might have just been a best of the skits from the show.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of Meaning of Life, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, sorry. That went off on a whole thing.
Well, because it's funny that this came up. I was listening to some old Hitchhikers radio stuff last night.
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's
So
fun.
it was on my head.
Sure, sure. Read it, Humberto.
And listen to it.
And listen to it.
Because there's quite a bit of difference between the two.
Noble Jade Facklin, who says, "Hey, Rich, have you ever played any more of Enter the Gungeon? I picked it up myself. I loved it so far. I've made it to the 4th floor once where I died horribly."
I played a little bit here and there. I'm never any good at it. Beer Coaster for 22 months in a row.
True Blue Review for 20 months in a row says, "I know you guys don't care about the World Cup, but it has been really fun to watch so far. With the final, a lot of unexpected results. But the best was today's match where Croatia told England that it's not coming home."
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't understand the significance.
Sorry.
I don't follow the soccer, but I'm glad you're happy. The World Cup's great
Everybody's
for people who like the World Cup and soccer. It's great.
The sports.
But I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. Someone told us earlier that England lost.
Okay, that is good or bad. Yay or oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Helperoni for 13 months in a row says, "Hello. I know Rich is a fan of Quake 2. Have you ever played the first one? If so, thoughts? I just finished both of them for the first time and had a lot of fun." I've played Quake 2. I mean, I've played Quake 1. Yeah, it's good. I don't have any complex thoughts to give you right now, but it's fun.
There you go. Monkopotamus, who says, "Glad to continue to help support you hacks in a way that costs me nothing in terms of money or effort. Keep it up."
Thank you.
Thank you, Monkopotamus.
Lysandus for 13 months in a row says, "How many apples grow on a tree?"
Many.
All of them. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's good. Jimmy Lays for 18 months in a row. Jay will come back whenever he feels like it.
Odd Tricks for 14 months in a row.
Euler's number for 24 fucking months in a row.
Dr. Sweet Cherry Pie for 23 months in a row says, "Holy." Is that a World Cup thing?
No, that's goal. Goal!
Okay.
Van Dorbston for 18 months in a row.
Bob Slidell, 1686.
That might be Oli. Inez Asudeo. You know that one?
Maybe. I do know that one. That's all I know about it, though.
Yeah. I had to go to church recently.
Really?
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
My cousin was in town, had a new baby, getting it baptized.
Okay.
Gotta go to church. I thought it was just going to be the baptism. Like, you watch a baby get dunked in water. Full-blown church.
At what point did they do the baptism? Like after?
No, midway.
Just get up and fucking go.
That'd be rude. That'd be rude. And it's like full-blown Catholic church, and I don't know if you've ever been to Catholic church.
Yeah.
A lot of standing and sitting.
Oh, I know. It's
a lot
obnoxious.
of call and repeat. It's just like...
It's obnoxious.
Well, but you know what? The standing and sitting breaks things up a little bit. Like, everyone's standing up? Oh, okay.
No, they do the baptism, then you just stand up and you say, Thank you. I now have better things to do with my time. And you announce that loudly, and then you walk out.
Yes. Yes.
Knock over the holy water font too on your way out the door.
tripping.
Just shove it.
Like-
just shove it. Don't trip it. Just shove it over.
Just like, excuse me, can I have some of this? Oh, it's parched.
No. Can I have some of this? Oh,
Oh, this tastes like baby.
did they pee in this?
You guys dunk the babies in this? This tastes like baby.
Does Rich hate religion? No, but I love humor.
How dare you try to have fun, Rich?
And I don't treat religion with any kind of reverence, so. But I don't hate it. Like Karen's a churchgoer. I got nothing against it.
And it's like, even if I would have known beforehand that it was full-blown church, like I would have gone because, you know, you get your kids baptized. I'll come to see the baptism, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things where, you know, my kids already, my kids are very non-religious, and we've been to other churches before that just have the T on the wall.
Yeah.
You know, just the T, the lowercase t. But I don't think they've ever been to Catholic church before where there's a guy on the T. and so like for them, they're just like, what's he doing up there? And I was like, okay, let me tell you about that dude. And why he looks like he's had the shit kicked out of him and he's hanging up there. And they're like, huh, all right. It was great. T-Man. It was great. Anyway, the holy made me think of that. Where were we? We were at Van Duberston for 18 months in a row.
Actually, I remember doing Bob Slidell. I know we've done that.
How about Dodanzi, who says, hey guys, you've helped me out a lot through my divorce.
You're welcome.
And I just wanted to say thanks for bringing some joy to me in a dark time of my life. Keep doing what you're doing.
You're welcome.
Good luck.
Impulse.
Chris Gaines, 2,000 for 22 months in a row. Who says, working late tonight, which means I get to catch you guys live. It also means I have to work late. But what can you do? Thanks for the engaging conversation, gents.
You're welcome. Hometown markup for 47 motherfucking months in a row.
Axes, the Collector, for 24 fucking months in a row.
Inkazee99 for 22 months in a row. Says 22 MF months in a row. Hi, fellas.
Hello.
Yo.
Squealback.
Trout 9K. Says, how about that Binding of Isaac Kickstarter? Ridiculous.
It's doing great. It's doing great. Discorder.
Sharpshooter.
Fudu V.
Queen of the One Ring for 16 months in a row. Says, another anniversary, another reminder to fellow primers that you have to manually resub every month. Love and FMC. Thank you.
Skeletor for president.
God, when I played with the toys, Skeleton was always so much cooler. So much cooler.
First of all, he's a buff skeleton. You don't see that often.
Though I can appreciate the cheesy.
I'll get you, He-Man.
Oh, He-Man wasn't a ponce either when I played with the toys. Prince Adam.
A ponce?
I don't know.
What's
Is that
a ponce? I've never
like
heard that
nerd?
before.
Isn't that like a nerd?
I've never heard the word ponce before.
I've always hated Prince Adam.
Sure.
When I played with my He-Man toys, Prince Adam did not exist. He-Man was a Conan-like figure who would kill people with his sword.
Ah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, don't attack me with your sword, He-Man.
Where are we? Skeletor for Uncle of the Lies for 19 months in a row, who says, do either of you delightful hack frauds have any thoughts on the new Halloween movie that's coming out in a few months?
No, not really.
Nope.
I don't know too much about it other than Jamie Lee Curtis is back.
I got
A
nothing.
ponce is an effeminate man. which I did not know. I thought it was just a nerd.
Oh.
But I guess it also fits.
With Prince Adam?
Yeah.
From what I know about Prince Adam?
He's a ponce.
All right. I've just never heard that term before.
Where we at?
We are at WMD's.
Oh, okay. Skeletor. Oh, wait, we got that one. That one showed up twice.
Yeah.
That happens every now and then. My name is Tate for 37 motherfucking months in a row. Says 37.
In a row?
They just say 37, but they've been sub for 37 months in a row.
That was a reference.
To what?
A movie. Clerks.
I don't remember that bit.
My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
Oh, you remember the number?
It's like my favorite movie.
It's a fine movie.
It's like a very important movie too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm 37, and then he kicks his girlfriend out of the convenience store and to a random person in the street. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks, and the guy goes, in a row.
All right, where we leave off? True Xenu for 16 months says, cheers, hack frauds. What are the chances of getting a full-length dance lesson video instructed by Rich? Would be very cool. Low. Very low.
Very low. Mo Mike 1234 says, thanks Jack for getting me into The Expanse, and thanks Rich for getting me into Venture Brothers.
You're welcome.
Thoughts on Space Ghost Coast to Coast? If you haven't seen it, I recommend that you guys do.
It's a fine show. It's not my favorite thing that ever aired on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim, but I got no problems with the Space Ghost.
Oh yeah, I like when that first came out, I was utterly obsessed with it. Like, yeah. I didn't have cable, but my friends did.
Yeah.
And it was so weird, man. It was so weird. I loved it. It was so different.
I'll take C-Lab over Space Ghost.
C-Lab's good.
C-Lab's great.
C-Lab's good. But like Space Ghost is like the granddaddy of all Adult Swim programming. Like C-Lab or the Space Ghost was proto Adult Swim. Just like what if we could do like weird shit while the kids are asleep?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, Space Ghost was great. Like I had the Brack album.
It was the birth of Adult Swim, yeah.
Yeah. It was just this weird experiment.
Yeah.
And it deserves nothing but respect.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force spun out of
That's
Space
right.
Ghost, yeah.
That's right.
All right, what are we at?
I don't know.
Baby got back surgery, says, I wish I knew about you guys back when I had my back surgeries. Would have made my recovery process a lot less painful.
This sounds like a bit. Baby got back surgery. It sounds like a bit.
Yeah, it's just a funny name.
Like this person is like, okay, this is going to be my username, and all my comments are going to be about back surgeries.
They have back surgery, it probably all they think about. Like, oh, God, that back surgery
true.
is a traumatic, horrible thing that happened. It just dominates their thoughts. And it will for years to come. And you're making light of it.
I am. Welcome to the stream. Waffle Vendor.
Elverain 18.
Bran Flakes 4547.
The moon is not cheese. It's not.
Hot Dog Buns for 22 months in a row.
Count Brackmore.
Joe Kitty 001 for 15 months in a row. This says, thanks for the stream. When do I get a fucking?
2 years. 2 years, I'm sorry. You don't get fucked for 2 years.
You have 9 more months of not getting fucked. So, deal with that.
I'm trying to make some kind of pregnancy joke.
That was it. That was a perfect setup for that, Rich.
There's a lot of fathers who said, I wish I didn't fuck you 9 months ago. Didn't come in time.
That's
Didn't
fine.
solidify.
We'll edit it. We'll edit it together.
All right.
Take it again. Take it again. Stabby Lasso.
Don't know why I'm here.
Crooked Spiral for 19 months in a row.
Bunga Doug for 46 motherfucking months in a row. Says, you guys rock. LOL, fuck my cock. Seriously, though, you guys rock.
It's a great
Thank you.
song. Great song you've made. That's a penny for 21 months in a row.
Hunchback Jack for 37 motherfucking months in a row. Hunchback Jack says, I've now been a subscriber for 6% of my life. Oh my God. I regret nothing. Thanks for another great stream, gents.
Interesting.
It's hearing things like that really, really makes you feel like you're just wasting your life. I've been subscribed to them for 6% of my life. Oh my. Oh, what am I doing?
Oh God.
What am I doing?
Get out.
No, like, what am I doing?
Defunct Robot. Thanks for subscribing.
Development Heck says, I finished Stephen King's new book. Great premise and situation. Wait, I'm not even going to read the rest. Terrible ending.
Really falls apart at the end, though.
Really? I was drawn in immediately, but the ending didn't live up to the story. That seems to be a trend with him.
Is this your first Stephen King? Here's the thing about Stephen King. I think it's very easy to joke about Stephen King because literally that's every single one of his books.
Yeah, every single one.
Every single one. But that man needs to be respected just for his output alone. He works.
We could make 200 shitty videos a month, Jack.
Yeah, we could.
It wouldn't be worthy of respect.
But you know what? If a couple of them got picked up for feature-length movies, then we'd have a pretty sweet deal there, Rich. He'll be fine. Nah, he's working, man. He's just putting out. Doesn't need to be perfect. That's a Stephen King is motivation for all of you young artists out there. Doesn't need to be perfect. Doesn't need to have a good ending. Just get it out. Someone will buy it.
Chat's bringing up Misery as a Stephen King work that doesn't fall apart at the end.
I've never read Misery.
I haven't read it either. But the movie, I think that was fine. I don't think that had a letdown ending.
Well, so was The Shining, but Stephen King hated the adaptation of The Shining.
How's the ending of the book different?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
just different.
Okay.
It's just different.
I think the worst is Needful Things.
Which one's Needful Things?
I think just magic beams come out of his watch and kill the bad guy. Just randomly, completely randomly, magical beam comes out of his watch. And it's like a magician's watch that also like has like flowers come out of it, but in this case, it sends a magical beam that kills the bad guy.
In the book, the hotel blows up. It says Unit 603, idiot.
Shawshank's ending is good. Well,
Okay,
Shawshank is amazing. Look. When you write 800 books, some of them by chance are gonna have a good ending.
Like he has 800 books, and you guys have mentioned like maybe 1.5 endings are good. This is what you're reaching for here. No, but again, it doesn't need to be perfect. Just remember that for your own work. Stephen King is a famous author, and most of his books fall apart at the end. You can do it. Live your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
All right. Lavender Night.
Gruff McMilitary for 30 fucking months in a row, who says, evening, gents. As a part-time graphic artist, I wonder if I should publish some Rich and Jack artwork in an anime theme. You'd have to love anime then, right? Just kidding. Love you guys too much to do that, and I don't draw anime.
All right. I'm
Thanks,
sure
Dr.
there
Melter.
are anime drawings of me out there. I'm sure this has
I'm sure
already
that
happened.
exists. Right.
And you do you, man.
Yep.
You do you.
Yep.
Loner Archon.
Weckless for 45 motherfucking months in a row. Who says, hey guys, love your stuff. Keep up all the good work. Out of curiosity, how is it decided who is on the panel for each best of the worst? Does it just cycle or is it much less formal than that? I'm guessing the latter. Thanks guys and have a good night.
Everything's pretty informal.
Yeah, I think it usually starts with, were you on it last time? All right, then I'll be on it this time. And if we've all been on it last time, then it's like, I don't know, who's got something to say?
I usually just assume I'm going to be on it because I'm the mascot.
Yeah, you're usually on it. Yeah.
Brattle 23.
Really, this decision only needs to be made when both me and Josh are here.
Yeah.
And then we just go, I was on last week. You go ahead.
Yeah.
It's just that easy.
Yeah. Brattle 23 says, months got reset again. I'll never make it into fucking territory at this rate. Remember, kids, Twitch Prime subscriptions require diligent re-clicking monthly.
Diligent.
It's true.
Re-clicking.
That's true, it does.
We
I'm
are
sorry
at
for your loss.
Tornado Soul.
Dookie Rampage for 12 months in a row. Says, remember to use... Oh, God. Was it Shill Week?
Yep. Yep.
I feel so...
You're doing my job for me. I love it.
I'm just reading what they wrote, but I feel so dirty.
Rich, we've successfully crowdsourced shilling.
Dookie Rampage says, remember to use your Amazon Prime account to subscribe. It's free, you fucks. Is that good enough to read, Jack? You dirty shill.
Yep. You're doing great. You're doing great, everyone. Mr. Plinkett, who says, random question, but do you know what happened to Dick Grayson in the Batman Beyond universe? He's not mentioned in the show, but I think they did some weird stuff with him in the comics.
Isn't he like a construction worker in the Batman Return of the Joker?
Or was that Tim?
Or was that... That might have been Tim. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Dick.
I guess I didn't watch Batman Beyond that vigilantly. You know, I saw like, you know, a season or two here and there, but
He got shot by the Joker and retired as Nightwing.
oh.
Okay.
They're saying that was Tim, who was a construction worker.
Well, I know Tim was in that. I just thought it was I couldn't remember if the construction worker was supposed to be Dick or not.
Yeah.
But okay.
Dude, Venture 82.
Was it VG or
Yeah.
VG 64 for 26 fucking months in a row.
Evil Lord David for 20 months in a row. Who says, hey guys, David here again for the big 2-0. Love you both.
You're welcome.
Thank you, David.
Mantequilas for 21 months in a row. Says, you're the Hobbit. I got to do this like Sean Connery. But I can't. You just do it. Fine.
You're the Hobbit now, dog.
You're the Hobbit now, dog. I can't do it. I can't.
Why is he saying you're the Hobbit now?
You're the man now, dog is a thing he said.
I know
that was
you're the
famous.
man now, dog.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're the man now, dog.
But why a Hobbit specifically?
Why a Hobbit?
I don't know. And I don't... You know what? I don't care. Creeping Death 101!
That's the most important part. I don't care. J.R.R. Lovecraft for 18 months in a row, who says, will Batman and Catwoman have a honeymoon away from the work of comics after they marry? Or will DC expect them to skip it?
Well, DC certainly expected them to skip it.
Hey.
Machine Gun Funk for 27 fucking months in a row.
Leftover Beefcake for 44 motherfucking months in a row, reading this off of Beefcake's own Twatcher, which sounds slightly perverted. Who says in the next season of Previously Recorded, the voice of the character Leftover Beefcake will be provided by Jack Packard in the style of Michael Caine. What do we do when we fall, Master Rich? I lost my Michael Caine voice midway through the sentence.
Fine. You tried.
I can't.
Osmium Buckshot says a cheer shared rewards to 40. Oh, that's a thing that happens, I think, automatically.
Oh.
Shared a reward with 47 others in the chat, but I don't think it's a message they left. It's kind of weird automated thing we get
Are there only 47
every now and then.
people in the chat?
They only shared it with 47 others. I don't fucking know.
I don't know how that works. No, there's more than 47. Anubis Awakened.
Casual Horse.
Casual Horse.
31 fucking months in a row.
Usury name for 44 motherfucking months in a row.
Space Alien Super Cocaine for 26 fucking months in a row. Says, how long has it been my 26th month anniversary? Presumably 1 month. Presumably.
Len Flexinski for 22 months in a row, who says, who's a better character, Nux or Furiosa? They're both good?
They're both good. They're both good?
You know what? They're both good, and more importantly, they're complementary of each other. Yeah. They work well as part of the ensemble. So there you go. I prefer
Nux's arc is fun.
Nux's arc, yeah, and Furiosa, of course, is the anchor of the movie. But
Do you know the depressing part of that movie?
What?
Everyone ends up right back where they started.
But do they?
But do they?
But Rich, we were the real monster the whole time.
Nux is he's expected to give his life for his god king, and then he finds his way out of that, but in the end he ends up sacrificing his life just for someone else,
but
someone he loves.
But it was his choice.
But it was his choice. That's the difference every time.
But
Max, he's once he's captured, they force him to be somebody's blood bag.
Yep.
In the end, he ends up giving blood to Furiosa by choice.
Yeah.
I just think that's an interesting little thing running through Fury Road.
Yeah, it's great.
That a lot of the characters doing exactly what they were doing in the beginning, but on their own terms now.
It's kind of like it's a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's a damn good movie.
Okay. Where are we at? What?
Oh, I'm just seeing what they're saying in chat. I guess for those who don't know yet, Nux and Furiosa are characters in Mad Max Fury Road.
I would expect everyone to know that because Mad Max Fury Road is just an awesome fucking movie.
And it's something we talk about all the time, and about how it's an awesome movie.
It's one of the best movies ever made. Possibly my favorite movie.
It's a fucking great movie. It's a fucking great movie. And yes, Mr. Plinkett, yes, Rich is being all arty-farty, and it's great.
I am occasionally.
And it's great. Okay. Anubis. Oh, we already did that one. How about a black mark?
We need to get away from the Citadel. Oh, wait, no, we have to go back to the Citadel.
But
we're choosing to go back.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. It's in there. It's in there.
Oh, I mean, it's in there in every bit of it, right? At the end, do they turn the water on? Is there a scene where they turn the water on for everyone?
Probably.
Because
how quickly, by the way,
Yeah.
how quickly is Furiosa going to realize that she really needs to start rationing that water, and she's going to be the one cutting it off? How quickly is that going to happen?
like pretty fucking quick.
And then she's gonna need somebody to defend that city because of all that fucking water. Jeez, so she's gonna need some war boys to fight for her. It's ultimately a very depressing film.
Well,
but so fun.
No, that's why it stops when it does. There's a reason that the movie stops there, because like you just don't need to think about anything else beyond that. You don't need to think about the fact that now Max doesn't have a car and is walking out on his own again.
He survives that all the time.
And he lost like 3 pints of blood.
That's happened to Max like 8 times, and there've only been 4 movies.
That's true. Ah, it's great. It's great. But no, it's filled with, like Rich said, it's filled with that mirroring. The movie starts with, you know, the turning on of the water and the rationing of it, and it ends with the turning on the water, but in victory. It's great.
Okay.
We are at Lurst.
Did we get Anubis Awakened?
I did earlier.
Okay.
And this is another weird duplicate where it says a cheer reward.
And you said a black mark too?
I did say a black mark too, yeah.
Lurst! Oh, you just did that one. Wow. Exactly. I scrolled up and I lost my spot. I noticed it as I was saying it, to be fair. But it's a short name. I couldn't really stop. Lure! I go Lear, and that would just be awkward.
No,
I just finished.
It was just great because like you had like 3 senior moments in a row. Did you do that one? But did you do the next one? Okay, then you definitely didn't do this one.
Look, Mad Max Fury Road is a great movie.
Rich, did you know that there's a mirroring in Mad Max Fury Road?